Here now is Michael Blake, DNC Vice Chair and New York State Assemblyman. Sir, thanks for joining us. I don't know if you heard Devin Nunes a few minutes ago, but basically he said it's not his place to share this information.
Well, it seems interesting that, Congressman Nunes every few moments has a new answer, but the real problem is that the American people are not getting answers. We need to better understand, why did you cancel committee hearings? Why did you cancel a testimony? Why did you say clearly that you had a duty and obligation to the president, not to the country? This is absolutely critical that we find this out immediately. There is a sitting United States president and administration under FBI investigation for potential collusion and coordination with Russia, and the House Intelligence Committee chair believes it's more important to go to the White House to find out information, to not share it with his colleagues, and more people are saying enough is enough. More than two-thirds of Americans say we need to understand what's happening, and we need to know what's happening now.
I want to play for you his reaction to those allegations.
We go to the executive branch at least once or twice a week. This is not unusual because there are intelligence products that we don't have access to in the House of Representatives, but we do have the clearances to see them. There was no sneaking around. I walked onto the ground, said hi to people, did not go to the West Wing, did not talk to the president.
He goes on to say, and I thought we were going to play it for you there, but that this had nothing to do with Russia, the information. He said that repeatedly and every single time from the beginning. So how, in your mind, then, is it related to this investigation into the Trump administration and Russia? What he saw there was totally unrelated to Russia.
It's completely ridiculous what he's saying. First of all, I worked at the White House.
Why is it ridiculous? Are you calling him a liar?
Because let me convey a few reasons. Number one, I worked at the White House 2.5 years under President Obama. You don't just walk into a White House. You don't just walk onto the grounds. That had to be approved. That had to be cleared. Information has to occur in that way. Number two,
he told Mr. O'Reilly he didn't go into the White House. It was the grounds. You were led to believe it was a different building, and he was invited there by an intelligence agency. Even if you go into the EOB, you still have to be cleared. Number two, Senator McCain even indicated that he has never heard of such an effort ever before, where someone is not releasing and sharing of such information, that you have to go to the White House because of this clearance that he's communicating in this manner. Somebody called him to share information, and he went to see it. You think he's lying about all that?
We don't know what is being conveyed, which is the deeper problem. The reality is there is an FBI investigation on a sitting president. You are the chair of the House Intelligence Committee. You are arriving and not sharing that you're going to the White House. You are briefing the President of the United States.
He arrived.
You're not briefing your colleagues.
He says he waved to people. He checked in. It was scheduled. People knew he was there. All the things that you're saying he denies. Do you say he's a liar?
I did not convey that. What I am conveying very clearly is what 66% of Americans are conveying. We need to have answers. We need to understand, why did you go to the White House, Chairman Nunes, when no one has ever understood or heard of this being the case before? He said he was called there to view documents which he saw, and he's not at liberty to share, and it's not related to the Russia investigation. So you either accept that on his face, or you're calling him a liar. Are you calling him a liar? That's comfortable, and it's convenient for him to say it in those instances.
So he's a liar.
It'd be very easy to dispel the truth if you convey what exactly did you learn, what was shared, and why. Why did you have to go, Chairman Nunes? That's the reason why we're saying very clearly.
You're asking these questions because he feels he answered them, but you're saying he's lying.
Well, I think 66% of Americans are indicating the same. When you look at the reality that we need a 9/11
Where are you getting that? 66% of Americans haven't been asked about. I mean, what does that have to do with anything? Are you saying he's a liar and you don't believe his explanation?
I think many of us do not believe that he is telling the truth. 66%
I don't care about 66% of Americans. I'm asking you, sir, with respect, I'm asking you if you're calling him a liar.
Maybe that is the problem, that if you're not caring about what 66% of Americans, maybe that's why.
I'm asking you, sir, and you're avoiding the question. You can tell me the answer. Do you think in his explanation he addressed what you just said? Are you calling him a liar, yes or no?
I think I'm being very clear that the chairman needs to communicate. No, I did not say. You're trying to put words in my mouth. What I said very clearly
answered your question.
Is that
he said he went there in order. He was called there to review information. He saw it. He's not at liberty to share it, and it had nothing to do with Russia. It has no pertinence to the committee and the investigation that they're overseeing. That he saw information not related to Russia. So if you think...
And yet Senator Graham has indicated that they should share the information. Senator McCain has also indicated we should know of the source of the information.
It's whatever agency gave it to him.
He would be
again,
violating all the leaking rules that everyone else has.
Oh, again, that's just simply not accurate. That's the reason why you have Congressman Walter Jones, who just came out a few moments ago, who also said that he has to recuse himself, that Chairman Nunes should recuse himself from the process. We're getting distracted from the core point. There needs to be a 9/11 style inquiry that has to occur so we can understand what can be the recommendations moving forward. And equally, we need to understand what happened prior to. That's why there needs to be a special prosecutor at Department of Justice. Let's be very clear. There has no been evidence conveyed at all as to why did you cancel the committee hearings? Why did you cancel these efforts, especially when you learned from the former acting Attorney General Sally Yates that she was going to share information that was contradictory to what existed. On top of that, Chairman Nunes very clearly conveyed, as a member of the Transition Committee for President Trump, President-elect Trump at the time, the allegiance that he conveyed. He has said it. No one else has said. He feels a duty and obligation to the president. So that is why he has to recuse himself of the investigation.
Sir, thank you for coming on. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.